In this video, I'm going to give you a full beginner checklist step by step on how to start Amazon online arbitrage in 2023. Online arbitrage completely changed my life a few years ago. I've sold over $4 million worth of products since I started. About 2 years ago, it freed me from ever having to have a 9-to-5. It gave me a lot of freedom in terms of increasing my income, having more fun, etc. Like that, so we're going to talk about how the business model works, what you need to do it, an example of a profitable product, and then how to find more products from there. So let's get right into it. I want you to be able to leave this video with the full understanding of how it basically all works and the action steps to go ahead and get started, because watching YouTube videos is great, but the only way we're actually going to see a benefit in terms of like your life getting better, your income increasing, starting to learn these valuable skills is to really start applying them right here. So right here, SellerCentral.amazon.com, that's where you're going to want to go ahead and create a seller account. It's going to cost you 40 bucks a month right here, and that's going to be the same whether you sell one product a month or 1 million products a month basically. So I'd recommend going with the professional plan, which is the $40 a month right there. And then that should be step one. Immediately then you want to go ahead and download the Amazon Seller app. Right there, it's going to take a couple days to get approved for that, but if you can get started with that today, it's going to be good to go in a few days basically. Now there's several different ways to sell on Amazon FBA. What I like to do is called online arbitrage basically, where I'm able to work from home and I find deals online like Kohl's, Walmart, Target, sites like that. I'm going to show you a profitable product example, and then I buy them, I get them shipped to my house, eventually a warehouse, and I actually use a third-party service now for that, and then we actually send it off to Amazon warehouses where they house all the products and they pick, pack, and ship it to our customers, because the way Amazon Prime works is they're able to get it so quickly to customers because they house the products in those big warehouses you see on the sides of the highway basically, and then when a customer places an order from your store on Amazon, it goes ahead and gets shipped direct to the customer's Prime. It's really quick like that and everything. So in terms of just getting going with online arbitrage, I recommend you get Rakuten, as well as I'd recommend you get CapitalOne Shopping right here. These are two free Chrome extensions which are going to help you find deals, and they're going to give you cash back basically. So if you want to kind of learn more about those, I have some live sourcing videos on my channel you can check out, but those are both free. You don't need a CapitalOne card to get CapitalOne Shopping, and then Rakuten is just a free extension as well. They actually sponsor the Golden State Warriors, so if you watch a Warriors game, they have it like on the jersey right there. Okay. Now let's check out what a profitable product looks like basically. So we know how the model works, you've got your account open, right? Now we want to break down what a good product looks like, and then the tools we're actually going to use for product research right here. So now a lot of people think it's really complicated in terms of product research. You need to have a ton of different software, a complicated system, everything like that. That could not be further from the truth. I done about 300K in revenue the past 30 days right here, like 2.5 million in the past 12 calendar months, and my product research tools I use I only use 2 of them, and they only cost 20 bucks a month each right here. So you can see on my screen over here on the right, this is SellerAmp right here. So SellerAmp basically tells you 3 things. So it tells you if you can sell a product from an ungating perspective, which if you're worried about ungating and you're watching this video, in 2023 it's actually incredibly easy to get ungated. You can check out the link in the description. I have a full ungating tutorial. It's going to basically let you sell any name brand products. It's a YouTube video. You can check that out right there. So it tells you, can you sell it? And then it tells you, does a product sell? Okay, how fast it sells? We're gonna take a look at that, right? And then it tells you if it's profitable in terms of the profit calculator on the Chrome extension. We can see here, there's on SellerAmp, we also have a mobile app as well. So we have the Chrome extension, the web app, which I'll show you guys right here. We can open up right there and see the entire web app, see all the data kind of laid out right here, as well as the Chrome extension, and that's 20 bucks a month, but you can try it completely free on SellerAmp.com right here. And then the second tool we want to go ahead and we'll look at in a sec, right here on SellerAmp, we can see how quick something sells, right? This is the BSR, otherwise known as sales rank right here. Now sales rank is really important because it tells the demand as well as a result of the demand. You can see estimated sales right here. So in my opinion, you want to be staying under an 100,000 rank on different products as well. We can see, we can enter in a cost price, say we pay 15 bucks for this, we would make only 49 cents profit and a 3% ROI. Absolutely doesn't work right there, but we can see over on this website, we can go ahead and buy this for 10 bucks right here. And if we go ahead here and pay 10, most websites have free shipping. Right here, we would make 5 bucks profit, which would be an 18% profit margin and a 55% return on investment. You want to know something that's interesting as well? This lead that I just showed you guys was actually found by my virtual assistant, who actually lives in Pakistan and does some product research with me basically. So I didn't even find this myself. One of my team members found it basically on that. So virtual assistant is another really cool thing that's down the line. But we can see this product here, We can buy it for 10 bucks. It sells on Amazon for 30, so it beats the 1 to 2 rule. Now, what's the 1 to 2 rule? The 1 to 2 rule basically states that for something to be profitable, your cost of goods sold is going to have to be pretty much at a maximum 1 to 2 on that product. So like if it sells for 30 and it's like a moderate weight, like a beauty product or like a pair of shorts or something, if you can pay 15 or less, you're going to be profitable. So this obviously dominates the 1 to 2 rule, and that's why we can see we have a really nice ROI. It's 55%. I'd recommend staying above a 30% ROI on that, and I also want to state that a lot of online arbitrage comes down to your ability to like find stuff on clearance on different websites, find deals, coupons, etc. So that's why I really want you guys to have those coupon extensions, CapitalOne Shopping, Rakuten, Honey, Cooper, etc. On those, because it's coming a lot of handy basically. But we can see, okay, so this makes sense, right? We're paying 10 bucks, sells for 30, so it's nice and profitable right there. Then we can scroll down on SellerAmp, see some more advanced data. We can see Keepa chart as well right here, and then we can see more advanced in terms of the calculator. You can also move the quantity up and see what you're gonna make. Say you bought 5 of these, you make 27 bucks profit, assuming it's sold at this price right here. And then also the other tool that I use, right? So we saw SellerAmp right there, so you can try SellerAmp free. We can go down here and take a look at Keepa. So SellerAmp told us what something sold for right now, then like how fast it sold, etc. Keepa goes ahead and tells us that over time, right? So we can take a look here on the Keepa chart. And now I know it can be a little bit confusing the first time you look at it right here, but when you're looking on Keepa, I'd recommend having the stuff that I have selected over here on the right, and then we can see this green line is the sales rank. So we saw on SellerAmp that the sales rank was about 60,000 right here. Told you guys you mainly want to be staying under like 100 right there. And we can see that over time, the sales rank has averaged pretty much below 100K for the most part. In terms of the past like year or so right here, we can see that down here on the competition, this is how many people are selling something. Now, a popular question I get is how many people selling something is too much, right? And I don't think that's the right question to ask. The right question, the right answer to that question is like, what's the trend of the sellers, right? If 3 months ago something had 5 sellers and now it has 20 sellers, naturally just based on supply and demand, that's not gonna work. Or there's a good chance the price is gonna come down just because there's the same amount of sales theoretically and there's more sellers, so there's less sales to go around, so people need to drop their price to get those sales, right? Something like this we can see on the 3 month, 3 months ago in early January right there were 7 sellers, right? And now there's only 10 and the price is about the same right here. We can see the buy box price, which is the price right here in the driver's seat, is right around like $29.32, and we can see back in the day it was about 34 right there. And this is a little bit advanced, but on Keepa you can go here, data, product details right there, and you can see the basically the average price of people that got the buy box right here once this loads right here. So check this out. So we can see that the average price across the past 30 days is right in like the 32 range right here. So actually probably jack this up right here. And a lot of you guys watching this might be worried, okay, how do I get the buy box as a new seller? Just be FBA and be priced competitively. You're gonna get the buy box. If we go here across like the last year, we can see across the last year, tons of different people have gotten the buy box. Right here, they all have the prime check for the most part right there. So we can see that these guys are definitely making money right here. Estimated sales on SellerAmp, we can go ahead here and take a look at, there's 249 estimated sales, right? And there's 10 sellers. That's about 25 sales per month, or 25 sales per seller per month right here. So let's say you were able to get 25 of these right here, and we're making at 32, we're making $7 a piece right there. We can go down here on SellerAmp and take a look. If equal distribution of those sales, we make about 180 bucks profit per month on this side. Now, obviously, it doesn't always end up being that clean right there, but you can see how there's a lot of opportunity with this stuff, basically. And then, how would I go ahead and find more products from here, right? We know how the model works, what tools you need to use, baselines of them. If you want full tutorials, I have those on my channel as well. You got your seller account open. Now, I would recommend just listing some old products, basically like old books, electronics, etc. You can take the SellerAmp mobile app and just scan the barcodes of anything you see, basically, and just see what it's moving for on Amazon. Start to get the gist of how the market works, how sales rank works. You might start to see some different trends and stuff, because that's going to cost you nothing to list old products, to scan old products, and to start to teach you stuff. Because the first couple months, learning is much more important than earning, because most people won't go through the process of doing the learning, which is what actually gets them to earning, which is their original goal. right there. So from here, the best sourcing method in my opinion, there's like tons of ways you can do it. Tactical arbitrage, mainly manually going through the clearance section of different websites. I like what's called reverse sourcing using SellerAmp. So reverse sourcing is basically, say we go ahead here and scroll down so we can see all the different sellers right here that are carrying this product, right? We can see their review count, so we know that if someone has, you know, even 50 plus reviews, they're making pretty good money right here, right? So this seller has, you know, 9 reviews, got like 22,000 right here. Let's see, 1,900, 1,900, 1,900. So these are just big sellers we're competing with, so we know that these sellers probably have a pretty similar business model to us in terms of that. You could see this product was nicely profitable here via online arbitrage, right? You always want to vet websites to make sure they're legit and everything right there. Trustpilot, making sure you're checking out through PayPal, etc. Right here, what we can do ahead here is go ahead and open up the competition on this listing to see, okay, what other products are these sellers carrying? Because if they are selling a product that we found profitably, right, you could do this same exact exercise for like Nike, Adidas, Under Armour, any of the toy brands, like anything that you know is being sold by other resellers basically, and then we can take a look inside their catalog to see the different products they're selling, right, the different brands they're selling right here, the different categories they're selling, right, and then you can use SellerAmp to niche down if you want to in terms of we can look at, okay, just home and kitchen, right, or just musical instruments, or just electronics right here. Now, what I sell a lot of is shoes and clothing. I actually come from the shoe reselling world, so that's what's always come natural to me. I'd recommend starting with whatever you're interested in, right? If you're really into like collectibles and toys or comic books, like that's a good niche to get started in. If you're a woman who's really interested in beauty stuff, that's not a bad place to start. There's people who make a lot of money flipping beauty stuff from like Macy's, Ulta, Clinique, etc. Right? Some people like me really like shoes. They do a lot of like Nike and Adidas from those big websites, right? There's opportunity in all this stuff. We're very lucky that people shop on Amazon for basically everything on there. So there's a lot of opportunity in all different types of products. You can kind of stick to your interests because like that made it a lot more fun for me when I was getting started as well. Now, basically what I do with reverse sourcing is scroll through these different listings. I don't like to compete with Amazon, so I'm gonna look at stuff that Amazon isn't on, so like Amazon is on that, but this one they aren't. I can see on the Keepa, they haven't been right there, so I can take a look at that right here. Let's see, okay, Amazon's on some of these, right? So you get the idea. Like I'd be looking for sellers ideally that are carrying like really popular other arbitrage brands, like for example, Pyrex we saw was good. We can take a look at that right here. And what I do is just go through these storefronts and open up a bunch of products, and then I just go ahead and look for them across the internet basically. And we can see this one's $29, it's a pack of 4 right here, so our target max cost right here is about $11.87. So if I can pay like 10 bucks for this, pretty similar margin, we make about $5 a piece right there. So we can take a look and go right there and plug this in. Let's see, Pyrex, 4-cup glass, let's see, yeah, if that's the same thing right there, I believe it is. Pack of 4 right here, so that is not gonna work right there because that'd be 4 of those, would be like 20 bucks. That doesn't work. So you guys get the idea in terms of how that works basically in terms of reverse sourcing. I have full tutorials on my channel on that, but I want to just give you guys a baseline of like how I'm finding products. It's oftentimes looking inside the stores of successful sellers and then going out and looking for those products profitably across the internet basically. And then it becomes really profitable when XYZ website has a big sale and then you're manually searching through the clearance section of those, referencing Amazon, etc. But I have some other videos on that. But basically the gist is that you need to get your seller account open as quick as possible. You need to start scanning items just to get a sense of it, right? Around your house, old books, electronics, etc. right there. Because that's how I got started, with just flipping my books from college basically. SellerAmp and Keepa are the product research tools I'm using. We'd love to have you as a user at SellerAmp if you're interested in trying it free. SellerAmp.com basically. And then just get going with reverse sourcing and everything. If you're interested in more reverse sourcing videos or any ungating tutorials, you can check those out in the link in the description on there. But I hope you enjoyed this checklist and get after it. This stuff can change your life. It's a lot of work, just like anything, but it's very rewarding if done right. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks a lot.